Hello YouTube, thanks for joining On the Trail with Mike and Sonia. As today our adventure takes us into Southwest New Mexico, into Hidalgo County, where we will be exploring Camp Lordsburg. Camp Lordsburg was originally an internment camp managed by the Department of Justice. Construction began shortly after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor in December 1941. And the site chosen for the facility was just outside the small desert town of Lordsburg, New Mexico. The camp consisted of 3 compounds, each with a barracks, latrines, and so forth. During the short period of construction, the Army had built 283 buildings, paved a road to Camp Lordsburg, added electricity, water, telephone, sewage, and gas systems to those properties, which were 6 miles east of town. The first group of internees, all men from California, arrived in the first week of June 1942. They were considered to be potentially dangerous by the FBI, claiming that their incarceration was essential for national security. To arrive at the camp, detainees were dropped off by train and marched through the desert to the camp. Camp Lordsburg became infamous in 1942 when 2 elderly Japanese American internees, Toshiro Kubata and Hirota Isamura, were shot and killed by a guard during this long walk, or allegedly attempting to escape. Accounts of the incident have since made it clear that the 2 men were struggling to keep up with the pace of the march and may have stopped to relieve themselves. The shooter was charged with murder, but was later reduced to manslaughter, and then he was acquitted after testifying that he was only following military protocol. At the height of capacity, Camp Lordsburg held 1,500 Japanese internees, all men, mostly middle-aged and older. By 1943, the Japanese Americans were transferred to other locations, and almost 4,000 Italian prisoners of war, as well as many German prisoners of war, were brought to the redesignated Lordsburg Prisoner of War Camp. Camp Lordsburg was decommissioned in late 1946. Shortly thereafter, all the buildings were auctioned and removed from the property, and it was sold to private owners. Today, the only remnants of that camp are the commissary safe, a replicated seal of the U.S. Army made by detainees, and a few signs in the area. Though the camp itself is gone, the Lordsburg Hidalgo County Museum houses an amazing display dedicated specifically to this camp. If you have a chance to go by and check it out, you should. There's a lot of information and a lot of memorabilia. Well, that's our trip back in history to Camp Lordsburg. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again soon on the trail with Mike and Sonia.